this is going to be tough to sum up because there's so much over here. There's so much schod over here. So one nekuda the Rebbe explains. Why does Rashi B'chlal have to explain v'haftarach kamoich as a klal gadol b'toyram? Because it's not understood what's pshat that we need to tell all the different mitzvahs in the Torah about lo signov, lo sigzoil, and all the different mitzvahs. There's so many mitzvahs in the Torah. You could like cut out half the Torah or more than that. Because you're just saying, if I love someone, I'm not going to kill him. If I love a person, I'm not going to steal from him. If I love a person, I'm going to lend him money without interest. If I love a person, I'm going to do so many other mitzvahs. Why does I have to say all these other mitzvahs in the Torah? So therefore, Rashi says, this is a big principle that contains in it a lot of details. And we find a lot of times in Torah, Rashi says, that there are principles that say, there's details after having a klal. First you write a klal, you have to return an aveda, and then it says all the pratim, if it's a shoyin, if it's a seh, if it's a salma, and so on. But there's another question, if so, it's spread out all over the place. When we have details, usually it'll say the klal right next to the details. Sometimes it'll say the details, then the klal, sometimes it'll say the klal, then the details, sometimes it'll say the klal, the details, and again the klal. Here, it's scattered all over. So Rashi says that klal gadol b'Torah. It's a big klal. It's such a big klal. First of all, you don't need to put it next to the details. Secondly, it's not possible to be next to all the details. Then he goes into the reasons why it has to be. Why does he have to bring down Rabbi Akiva? Tells us. So the reason why he has to tell us about Rabbi Akiva is because there are few issues with this concept of a haftarach kamoicha. One issue is, the main issue I'll bring down over here is, or b'chlal, how is it possible to do ava? Ava is an emotion in the heart, and this is already answered by saying it's a klal, so the details are how you do it. It's not about the love in the heart. And like we said, v'yareisam alakecha, that goes on the specifics where you need to know where it's possible that the person is not going to be revealed. But the main thing is, how can it be kamoicha? So from Rabbi Akiva we see that kamoicha doesn't mean literally kamoicha, because Rabbi Akiva says chayecha kaidmim. If two people are going with a canteen of water and it's not going to be enough, so you can take it. If it's your canteen, you can keep it. So we see kamoicha is not exactly the same, just like kamoicha kapara. So by saying Rabbi Akiva, we know how it could be that v'haftarach kamoicha doesn't mean literally kamoicha. Then another thing that we see from Rabbi Akiva, that he says that all Yidden are considered chavim Yisrael shnikru banim l'makim. So that helps understand how you can come to such a type of feeling, because if a Yid realizes that all Yidden are children of Hashem, if they're all children, so then we're all brothers, literally, achim mamash. So if we're brothers, we can love another Yid regardless of how good they are, etc., etc. Another thing we figure out from Rabbi Akiva that he said that a Talmud Memulach comes and gets to the idea because of it, a sharp student. So let me see if I can find this, unless I lost my place over here.
Why it's only
why is it right? Why is it over here, Dafke? Seemingly it should have been said much earlier, because Rabbi Akiva says that all the details were already given by Har Sinai. So this is not the first time the Yidden heard about it. It's just the Torah is recording it the second time when it was said in Oyel Moed. Then the Rebbe says that with this we can understand in the Yenishal Torah there's two Mamorim. There's what Hillel Azaken said, Zel Kol HaTorah Kula, Vidach Pirushu, whereas Rabbi Akiva said it's a Klal Gadol BaTorah, and this is why Rashi doesn't bring down Zel Kol Torah Kula, because it's very hard to understand the Pshutit Shel Mikra, how it's Kol Torah Kula, how can film, how can Shabbos be a Pirush and Abbas Yisrael, so therefore he doesn't get into it. Even in the Gemara he has problems with it. So he doesn't get into it for the Pshutit Shel Mikra. But the point of the two inyanim of Rabbi Akiva and Hillel has to do with the two ways of connection that a Yid has with the idea of Hashem. There could be his connection because of the neshama, And that level has to do higher even than Torah, so then Zel Kol HaTorah Kula. And then there's a connection that comes that it's part of Torah, Zel Klal Gadol BaTorah. That's why we say, it's not just enough to maintain the connection that comes because the Shoresh and the Neshama above. It's important to bring it down in the Torah, because Torah is the way the connection of the Yidden is with the Eibishter down here below, and that's how it must manifest. So if I have that connection of the essence, it needs to also express itself down here as well.